Next guests are from Ellis Sharp Museum. We have Executive Director Jeremy Frew and Assistant Curator Hope Stropes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, gentlemen.
You guys brought some items from the collection.
We did.
And you're trying to get people exposed to the collections of the museum.
Yes, yeah, we are. We're starting up our collections tours. And this is many reasons why it's important to bring people into the collection. But most of all is we exist to serve the community. Mm-hmm. And a part of that is we hold these collections in the community trust. We hold these collections and we take care of them, we preserve them, we exhibit them to benefit the community. Mm-hmm. So, and most of the things that we get were donated by the community. So in order to show them how we take care of things, we want to bring them in to our collection space and show them where things go when they get donated.
And it's white gloves too, a lot of the time.
It's
isn't it?
yeah. So
Yeah,
we've
If you're gonna
moved
touch
towards
it,
our
well,
natural.
I was
glove
gloves.
up.
I know.
You know,
I don't even know if I want to touch any of that.
this really came out of coming on shows like this and talking to our guests. People don't even know. They come to the museum, they don't realize the basement's a monster in there.
Right.
And there's thousands of stuff. And we kept hearing people saying, you know, we love the history of Jackson. We love history. Well, guess what the most history is? It's in the basement in the collections. So, yeah, we're starting tours on February 22nd, and we're going to bring groups of 20 down there, starting out with our members, and then have a time in the gallery to sit and talk about it and ask questions and have an adult beverage if you'd like.
Sure. What type of collections are down there?
Oh, we have a large variety. So one of our big collections is kind of shown on the picture on the screen is our Spartan radios. We have a lot of Spartan
Right.
radios. Our collection is a lot focused on Jackson and Jackson community members, Jackson businesses, which we know is super rich. Jackson has so many businesses.
What size are these?
I mean, this is, you're,
I didn't really hold
Now
him back
listen.
about a famous case that we'll talk
well,
about.
he's been acting, as you know. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
been
seen
acting.
that's about as
They-
accurate as anyone's ever put
they're-
on the OJ glove.
Yeah.
They're tricky to.
I am so glad I was holding
I mean,
back
did you,
on that.
it's so accurate, wasn't it? Jeez.
But the interesting thing is, and this is typical for museums, is you typically only see about 5%
Oh, wow.
of what is in a museum. And so that's another reason why this is so important. And right now we have a lot on loan on our exhibits and we have a large traveling exhibit. So you probably see even less than that. So we have clothing, we have cameras, we have tools, equipment. We have a lot of stuff because our museum covers.
What'd you bring
A
in?
lot.
Can,
So-
can I touch it? Since I
Yes,
forgot
you
yeah,
know what
you
these
can
are,
pick it up.
Bart, as
I
you're
know
a
what they are.
photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this first one is a Keystone Capri 8mm film camera. So this was purchased by Valentin Lasky. His son donated it to us, and he bought it in 1957.
Wow.
So they use this for their family outings, fishing trips, things like that. So they used that for special family occasions.
And then
This one is a giant. So this one was donated by. So this was donated by Myrna Burlett Dutcher. So if you've heard of the Burlett Film Company, the nature film company, so she donated to us a big collection of their stuff. So that's the camera, and it came in a big case and has some attachments as well. But they use that for their films.
Wow.
That's
Very
a cool one.
Jeremy, what's been surprising about you about our history since you've taken your new role on as executive director?
Yeah, that's a good question because I'll be honest. Coming in, I understood there was a collection, but not to the extent. I think and people know, and we've all lived here. It's very rich and diverse. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff down there. I think that's the most surprising, and also how much people love and celebrate it. People love the Jackson. I mean, talking about the collection of the radios there, that's a huge one, and the cameras here. You guys know the names. That's the thing. You'll go down there and they'll start telling you who these are. And these are people you know. These are people you live with. These are your neighbors.
Yeah, it makes you proud to be from here.
Oh,
It's cool.
very exciting. I can't believe it's taken us this long to do this.
Yeah.
But this will be a normal part because, again, we exist for the community, and this is a great example of that. And this tells the stories.
I think people will be blown away when they get to see.
I had a chance to go in the basement a few years ago, and I was blown away. I could not believe it. I mean, you don't realize, you don't even know the basement's there, for one thing, and it's just jammed.
And it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I think it's going to be really exciting and interesting and get people excited about a different part of Ella that they didn't understand before.
Ella's got a birthday tea coming up.
She does, yes, yeah.
Yeah, her birthday, is coming up on the 14th, and on the 10th, we're having a tea party at the museum to celebrate her. But we're going to be celebrating Ella out throughout the whole year. But yeah, this is a big day, so we're pretty excited.
Wow. And is this Ella's hat?
So this belonged to a local woman. Her name was Jenny. So this is circa 1955.
Okay.
So Jenny was a Rosie during World War II. So she worked at Hayes Industries. So she always felt that it was important to dress up for church, wearing a nice hat. So she actually donated, I think, about 6 or 7 of her hats. Her granddaughter donated those to us.
That is in like perfect condition.
Oh yes, this one I opened the box and I was like, this one is in excellent condition. And it came from Margaret Mary's in downtown Jackson.
Oh wow.
So yeah, this one is a great example of one of our collections items that is in excellent condition. And we keep things like this in our acid-free boxes, which I brought in with me. So just basically means that they're a base, they're neutral, so that they're not acidic. They don't affect our collections, which helps the longevity, keeping them safe. So yeah, this is a really good example of one that was kept in excellent
There's
condition.
a lot of science behind this. I'm telling you, there's humidity-controlled rooms.
Right.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
How do I get my sneakers that I hang on to from one of them turning yellow? I probably need one of those boxes. But yeah, you do. I mean, you have to store this stuff properly,
yeah.
or else it can discolor. It can wilt.
Yes. And it depends on what it's made out of. So things like hats, we generally keep in boxes to protect from dust. Things like cameras, we put on our shelves. Wood is usually stored in a completely separate room because of off gases, especially if it's treated with certain things. So it's all dependent on what something's made out of. So it's really important when we bring something in to research it and figure out what it's made out of so we know how to store it properly.
Well, I know there's a ton of summer and spring, summer, fall events that are in the works. And are we looking at anything new this year?
Yeah, I mean, this Sunday we have a bridal shower. We hadn't had that before. That's huge. We had a ton of vendors. People are signing up, so we're very excited. You already mentioned we have the collections tours. Those are new. That starts this month. And then we just opened probably the biggest show we've ever had at the museum called Space, opened up on Saturday. So I really would tell you to come see it. You will not recognize it. It's taken over about 3/4 of our space.
Yes.
No pun intended, completely. I know, that was bad. It was not on purpose. 3/4 of the museum has been taken over by this exhibit, and it's unbelievable. There's interactive, there's rides, there's videos, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we're very busy. There's events. I was talking to Hope before we came in here. We have events every month. It's like we don't want to get too far ahead. I mean, everyone's talking about sugar and sharing. That's coming up. Everyone's talking about art, beer, and wine. But we have a ton happening before then. So I would just keep encouraging people, check in monthly. And if there's something you want us to do and we're not doing it, call us. We don't like to say no. We like to say, what can we do? How can we make it happen? Does it live with our mission? Does it fit with something Ella would want? And that's that's how the collections tours came. It was from this and hearing to our customers.
Yeah, I call Jeremy every 2 or 3 times
With
a
an
week.
idea, I'm sure you do. Yeah.
Oh, you are not short of ideas, that's for sure.
Well, great to see you both. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, check out when you get the opportunity to see the collections, jump on it because it's really a great experience. Thanks to Hope Stropes and Jeremy Frew. More of the morning show after this.